Hey guys, welcome back to the Kingdom Bible Reviews. I have got a new Bible that arrived at my doorstep this weekend. It's been something I actually forgot about. I remember watching a whole bunch of reviews of this Bible years ago, and I was like, "Oh, this is interesting. It's a nice looking product. I'd love to get one." And for whatever reason, it just slipped my mind. And then probably a week or two ago, I'm watching my buddy on the Bible Stack, and he did a review of this. And for whatever reason, it kind of piqued my interest again. I clicked on the link to buy it from Amazon, and it was super affordable. So I got myself the genuine leather New King James Large Print Thinline Reference Bible in the Maclaren Series, which again is a couple years old. It's not a brand new Bible, but for whatever reason, it slipped my mind. I remember watching all those videos. This was cool. I really thought this would be a great Bible to grab. And one of the big selling points is that the words of Christ are in blue. So it's a blue letter Bible, one of a very popular layout that people have been raving about. So after I saw that review, I said, you know what? I'm going to grab myself a copy. So here we go. This is the New King James Large Print Thinline Reference in the Maclaren Series. Black genuine leather. So a little bit of just a few notes before we get into it. I did get this a couple of days ago, but I haven't spent much time in it. So this will be new to me as we're going through it. I did spend a couple of minutes in it here and there, read a couple of passages, broke it in a little, but this is kind of a first impression of holding it, if that makes sense. So, as we can see, it comes in a very fancy-dancy clamshell box. Here is the particulars. Extensive cross-references, 43,000 of them. Easy-to-use concordance, words of Christ in blue, classic 2-color typesetting, line match for optimal readability, clear and readable 10-point New King James Comfort Print, stunning gilt page edge design. And here is the information, the ISBN. And again, this is the black genuine leather version of it. I know it comes in leather soft as well. So one of the things that was really intriguing to me why I wanted to grab this is because this Bible was considered or called a tweener. It's kind of this not premium, but there's a lot of premium features in it. So I was intrigued to get this thing in my hand and actually, read it and feel the cover and how it felt, for lack of a better way of putting it. And this is, I would say, it's kind of this in between. It's definitely not premium, but it's definitely not bargain basement stuff. So this is a really interesting option for those that are looking for kind of that premium feel, but not necessarily want to pay premium prices. So really cool Bible so far, but let's take a look at it. The clamshell box is fancy-dancy, and we'll throw that over there. So, what you get as soon as you open up is a really nice leather. This is genuine leather, but to be brutally honest with you, this leather feels pretty close to the goat skin I got on my King James Sovereign in the Premier Collection. I don't know what it is, if this is a really better quality leather. It's thin, so it's floppy, but it's got nice texture to it. Very soft. It feels really good in the hand, especially being a thin line. But this is not a premium cover, but it could pass as one. So I think this is one of the allures of this type of Bible, is that you get a really decent piece of leather to cover it, which kind of adds to the elegance of it. As you can see, nothing on the front. Our spine of the Bible, we've got some raised spine hubs with some gold stamping on it. Holy Bible, which I don't know if you can see it. It's not printed consistency. Sorry. it's kind of a little not, it's like they didn't print it long enough or stamp it long enough. So I could see this rubbing off with use, as well as some of the gold in there, as well as the New King James and Thomas Nelson. So not the greatest kind of spine, but the spine hubs being raised and it being a thin line, it feels really good. So if you're okay with this potentially rubbing off in the future, yeah, just something to keep in mind. And then the ISBN, of course, gold stamped, as this is a big production Bible. That will not be on the inside like in the Premier Collection. It's on the outside. You have some perimeter stitching. That's black thread, so it doesn't really stick out. And here is, well, you get your 2 satin ribbon markers. Here is the other selling point of this being kind of a very elegant Bible, is this, what is called goffered page edging. Just a really, really nice design. Some people have said it's overbearing, it's too much. I like it. I think it really sticks out. It makes the Bible pop. But again, out of the box first impression, the feel of this is fantastic. And this is, I truly believe, because it's a thin line, it just feels really good in the hand with the really nice leather. I mentioned that, again, this was kind of a tweener Bible. It's kind of not premium, but there's some premium elements. When you open this up, you'll notice the first thing is that it's edge-lined. A little note, we're going to touch on this in a second, but we'll just continue on the inside cover. This is a vinyl cover. And again, with your mass-produced Bibles, you're not going to get impeccable corner work, but you know what? For what I paid for this ain't bad at all. So really, a nice kind of very flexible. It's thin, but it's very flexible and have an edge line. Or is it edge line? So here's the thing. It looks edge line, but if you'll know, in a bunch of premium Bibles, they usually take that edge and they put another piece of paper here. They glue it halfway through, and that's kind of it secures the text of the Bible, the block, into the piece of leather. This doesn't do that, though. It's kind of just that. It's like a half an inch, and they glued it right onto this paper, so there's not that second paper that kind of glues up halfway. This goes like a half an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch up, and that's it. So while it is edge-lined, it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't even know what you describe that as. But interesting, because this is a lay flat with a little bit of work. I'm sure that will bend down, but you can see, like, this is laying flat right now. I'm not even in the title page, and this thing is, because of that kind of crease and how they only glued it here. So I don't know what that'll be like in a couple of years from now with heavy use, but something to keep in mind. It's kind of like premium, but not so much. Anyways, you have your presentation page right there. Again, just keeping in mind that I have only gone through this briefly. So this is, again, kind of, I'm discovering it with you guys right now. Presentation page, you have your title page, and then you have your publisher's title page, and you'll notice that really, really nice blue. That is a theme with the highlights throughout. Because this is a blue letter Bible, Words of Christ in red, this will be the blue that you're going to see a lot in the Bible. So again, publisher's presentation page, publisher's title page, and then here you go, printed in China, the thin line reference, large print by Thomas Nelson. Table of contents, you have your preface, New and Old Testament, and then a concordance at the back. An abbreviated preface to the New King James. I always like to see the full article, but if it's just the abbreviated one, so be it. I get it. They want to save pages, but a full version would be much appreciated. Title page for the Old Testament. And you'll see this, it's really nice font. That's a really nice font. I know that's not necessarily the Comfort Print font that they use, but I love the blue, how that pops. Really, really nice. So here we go. And you can see it's laying flat, like right there, bang. Right on Genesis. It's a pretty floppy Bible. It really is. Like I'll show you kind of halfway through, but you can see it's a pretty floppy Bible because that leather is so thin. But anyways, again, it's premium, but it's not. It's this tweener kind of thing, which I kind of appreciate. I like these that don't cost a mortgage payment to enjoy. First book of the first book of Moses, called Genesis. You'll see it is a nice dark blue. The title of the book will be in blue. The introduction or the beginning of the chapter will be in blue. The verse numbers are in blue. Sorry for the horrible shadow there. I even have lights, but it's still. I got to do better job at the lights, folks. And then this is a paragraph, not a verse-by-verse Bible. So the verses inside the text are relatively small. I am from the verse-by-verse kind of preference that when I read my Bibles, I like verse by verse. This is going to take some time for me getting used to, just to let you know, just because of those numbers. Like it's fine there on a paragraph break, but 19 is right there. It's pretty small. So I'm sure I'll be able to get used to it. And this is definitely more of a reading type Bible than let's say, I know people will do sermons and stuff and study with this, but I find this more for reading per se, but that's just a personal preference. Down at the bottom, you have your translator notes as well as your reference 43,000 inside this Bible. So it's definitely got the full suite of references. So really nice layout. Again, it's going to take me some time to kind of get used to the to the verse numbers inside the text, but I love the double column. I love this blue. The book and the chapter of the book is up top. That is in black, the page number, but the book and the chapter and verse are in blue as well. This is New King James, so it's got the letter setting as well as the poetic setting. Speaking of poetry, let's get down to Psalms, and you can check out Psalms here. It is verse by verse in this. Okay, so in the poetry, you got verse by verse. That's nice. Okay. Again, folks, this is the first time I've kind of looked at this in depth, so okay, that's nice. And then you have the title underneath the title of the psalm. You have that underneath there in blue, which is pretty cool. Proverbs is verse by verse as well. And then let's go to Isaiah. Isaiah, you got your poetry setting in Isaiah as well. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. That is actually a really nice layout. I can see why people love this so much. That is clear. The 10-point font is very easy to read. I totally forgot about the paper. I'm not totally sure what they said this paper was. I think I recall a couple of other reviews of this saying this was like a 36 GSM. You could tell. You could convince me that it is for sure. It's really nice. It's not European, high quality Bible paper, but it's really good. It's got a nice thickness, really nice feel to it. Very easy to turn. I really do think they did a really good job with the paper, and you can see that gilding on the side looks great. Isn't that cool? I like that. Anywho, let's keep going. We will get into the New Testament, and we see here we have the title page for the New Testament. Again, the blue theme goes throughout from Genesis all the way to Revelation. And of course, now I'm telling you this and I can't even turn the page. Didn't I just talk about how good the paper was? And then I can't turn it. So there you go. Got the Gospel according to Matthew. Again, following that same format of the blue. And then here we see the blue letter. Really, really well done. I know some people are not fans of red letter. I'm not sure if this would be okay for them for like seeing it if it's too much. I think it works, especially you just see it's the exact same color as everything here with the title of the book number as well as the introduction to the book, what it's about, the paragraph here, brand new paragraph. The blue letter just goes with it, and if you can see the verse numbers are still black. But this isn't verse by verse, so I guess that wouldn't really matter. But it kind of sticks out here. If you see here in Matthew 11, chapter 27, you'll see, verse 27, you see that that's black. And black for 26, so it kind of sticks out. I think it's easier to find your place in the blue letter text just because the verse numbers are black while the text is blue. Very interesting. Very well done with that. So we will go all the way back. And this is a blue letter all the way through. So when you get to Revelation, you'll see blue as well. So the words of Christ all the way through to the end. And then you get to the end. And there's no extra page or anything. You just get your the end of Revelation 22 there, and then you get your concordance. So you have a 3-column concordance with, it's a smaller font, but very easy to read. Again, the Comfort Print both in the King James and the New King James. Thomas Nelson and 2K Denmark do such a good job with it. Really, really well done. So, sizable concordance, decent size. At the end of it, you get just this page that says the note regarding to type, and then you have your standard glossy Thomas Nelson Zondervan maps at the back. I think there's 8 of them. And then you get right back to this very interesting, I'm not sure what this is, if it's edge-lined or not, end of it. And then that's it at the back. So, yeah, overall, this is just a really, really nice feel. The interior, I think, is going to it's going to take some time for me to get used to the paragraph with those super small kind of verse numbers, but overall, this is a great in-between Bible. It's got some premium features. Again, the leather feels really nice. It's, like I said, comparable to the King James Sovereign in the Premier Collection that I got a couple of months ago. It's comparable. It's obviously not goatskin, and you can tell that, but the floppiness and the feel out of the box, very similar. Very, very similar. So, again, this is a full-size Bible, and I will give you guys just some quick measurements here for you. You got 6 3/4 by 10, and that it is a thin line. It is 1 1/4 inch thick. So really nice size. Overall great product, great Bible, and I'm looking forward to diving into this more and enjoying the paragraph layout. I know it's very popular for some people. I am a verse-by-verse guy. Please don't hold that against me. But this is definitely a nice Bible that I could see myself reading a lot in 2026. So hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I will see you on the next one.